Hello everyone, it is I, MechLord, and today is the release day of the newest mini-box Predator of the Abyss, which is a mini-box that contains 3 archetypes in total worth talking about. New Predaplant support, as well as new archetype of Beetrooper and Mikanko. So, I'll just mention it as quickly as possible. I don't think this box is particularly good, although I could be mistaken. Based on the results that these decks from the newest me are going to get in the following days. God damn it, I started a video, I'm already blurry. Is there ever going to be a day where I'm not blurry? There we go. Much better. So let's just go through the box with the new stuff that has been shared whilst I was at work, which is why this video is incredibly late. So first, the Predaplant stuff. We got the new I think these came out in 2022 as far as the TCG is concerned. Predaplant, Pendulum monsters, Follicular and Triantis, both of which have the Pendulum effect to a fusion summon, using cards that can also be in your Pendulum zones, which is pretty cool. Along with them is a couple of new Predaplant boss monsters, Predaplant Trifioverutum, Predaplant Triple-Headed Hydra, and Starving Venom Predapower Fusion Dragon, which I don't think I've ever read this card before. It looks, wow, it looks very wordy. There's also a new Predaplant skill that allows you to get to your pen scales more easily. And I've said in the past that I think the skill actually doesn't do all that much compared to what Starving Venom Invasion used to do. Because yeah, you get the scales that allow you to fusion summon, so you don't need a poly anymore. But the previous iteration of the deck was able to recycle the paramerization for more advantage, right? They were playing Fusion Substitute, which also nets you a draw. I don't know if this deck is going to be good now that it is more focused on the Prep Fusion. We still didn't stop Konami from putting Prep Prime Fusion at 1, because that's, you know, technically a super polymerization if you squint. I don't know if this is going to be good. I'm waiting to see tourney results to really have an opinion on this deck. I'd like for it to be good. I like Predaplants. I think they have really cool designs. I don't like facing them, but I think they're visually cool enough that I can forgive it, you know? But we'll see. Moving from plants to insects, we got Beetroopers, which was a TCG exclusive archetype that ended up doing nothing, if I remember correctly, because you've got all of these cool starters and play extenders, and there's so much board presence, but you get insect lock very quick, and it's not really good insect bosses for this deck. I don't think this deck has received a new dedicated skill, although I should look before. They did get a skill. Never mind. Yeah, I do remember seeing leaks of the skill where you just get the Beetrooper formation, which another one of these skills that sets your field sale for free. Perfectly okay with it, but yeah, sure, what does this deck do? You just set the counter trap. Where is it? That's it. And I mean, that's cool, you know, but is it good enough for this archetype to see play in 2025 in Duel Links? I think that's also an archetype that came out in 2021, 2022-ish, which I think we're past the point in Duel Links where this type of power level is good, right? This is a little bit too late for these big guys to drop, but they're a very popular archetype. They've got lots of fans. Also their visual design, you know, they just bug people in various scenarios. I think they look cool. One of my favorite insect cards of all time, Goki in this box, which is great. Because Goki, for those of you that were playing during TOS format, that was the later part of TOS format, was actually being played in a Giant Ballpark deck, which Giant Ballpark was a field spell that allowed you to basically negate the damage you'd have taken, And instead, foolish an insect type monster, and if you foolish Gurkipole, you get to search an insect, and if you search a normal monster, you get to special it and pop a monster on the field with more attack, which really cool. And then you just get to make a bunch of rank 4s, tip your double, and you get relief. Oh, such a cool deck that I really enjoy. Was really cheap. I think it's up like 3 events total. But we don't have giant ballpark, so what you're searching with Gurkipole is like probably I don't know, Beetroopers. That's a level 5. That's a level 3. What Beetrooper targets are even there for Gurkipole? Because like most of your stuff, I guess the Soul Trawler, but that's like one of the less good ones. Oh well. And then because no box can be perfect ever, you have Mikanko, which it's an archetype that I hate. I'll just say it. It's an archetype that I absolutely hate. The old game plan of Mikanko is to attack with 0 attack monsters into your opponent's monster, and they take the damage. Isn't this super fun? Isn't this fun gameplay? You remember when we were playing Duel Links in 2017, 2018, and Amazonian Swordswoman was like the most annoying card? Now you get to play it again! Yay! Remember this last year, when we faced Leer Alert with an untargetable Independent Nightingale and an untargetable Residential Starling, and they just crash into your biggest monster and you'd take all the damage and you would lose, and everybody hated this because the only author at the time were the Selection Box exclusive Forbidden Droplet and Book of Eclipse, which was limited 3, and also none of these which you had to draw the outs, unless you're playing like Fleur decks, in which case you can do Gesu and stuff. That's Mikanko! That's Mikanko's whole game plan, and everyone... I've seen so many people be like, oh, this is my favorite archetype of all time. No, it's not. It is not. Do you know why people like this archetype? Because feet. That's the only reason people think this archetype isn't hot garbage. But I promise you, if the cards on Mikanko look like mutants, nobody would give a shit about this archetype. God, I hate the waifuification of Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, just justifying the worst crimes against TCGs to ever happen. Yeah, I don't think this deck is going to be very good, though, because it is missing a couple key support cards, one monster and one equip that make the archetype even more unbearable. This being said, if I see this on ladder, I will be molding. That's pretty much all there is in this mini, right? There's also an old goddess, which that would used to be a Selection Box exclusive. Didn't manage to pull any copy of it. But am I going to go into this box just to pull it? Yes, I am, because there is also a couple of new deals that you can purchase. Wowee! If you're a complete idiot, you can spell a lot of gems. You can spend a lot of gems trying to pull 2 10,000 dragons, which is a card whose all gimmick is having 10,000 attack. Or you can try and get, well, it's guaranteed, but you can get the new Sword Soul Synchro, which somehow tied to this mini that has nothing to do with Sword Soul, which is a pretty cool card, kind of like Sword Soul. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I have the gems for once. I've been saving my gems, and you know what? If I pull an Oil Goddess, that's gonna be cool. Okay. So my first rare is a Mikanko card. Don't like that. Beetrooper. And Zacta Picofelina was also an important combo piece in Beetroopers. I think I played this deck like briefly in Master Duel. Okay, I really love like they kept the Karibo things where they show you that you're going to get a rare card and you get nothing. Cool. Supply Soldier of the Indestructible Insects is a very funny card name. That's not a Beetrooper card. Huh, interesting. That's just generic insect support. Okay. Well, I guess there's no, like, insect archetype that is fusion monsters. Except for exactly Beetrooper and then one fusion. Oh, Battle Wasp were there also. Don't show me this. Don't show me Mikanko cards. Nope. That's not the Link monster that I'd like. Cool. I want these. Predaplants. Really cool. A Sting Lancer. We got the infamous Hydra that we also hated to face last year. The Bambusaur cards are being reprinted here. Infamous for being one of the worst FTKs of the history of Duel Links. Possibly the worst before Rebecca showed up. And More Mikanko cards. Don't Goki Ball. Got one Goki Ball. That's great. It's a rare, like, probably gonna get reprinted eventually. Don't show me Mikanko cards. Cool. Don't show me Mikanko cards. Okay, that was a complete bust. I've seen several people post about how, like, Underworld Goddess was the last card that they, that showed up in their box. Oh, wow, no, that there's an whole, like, series of indestructible insects. That's the first time I'm seeing these cards. What's this guy do? Can be a throw playing card effects. If it's a monster, control insect monster. And 2 monsters on the field, including insect, banish them. That's not the worst effect out there. Not the worst effect out there. Alright, that was a bust. But we did get the Sinister Longyon. And you can also get packs by doing the missions, right? But yeah, you can get 5 packs by playing 3 PvP duels, which it just so happened that there's a PvP event right now, so do that if you want to pull cards for free. Otherwise, unless you're a huge Beetrooper fan, or a huge Predaplant fan, or a degenerate, I would not recommend going into this mini box, with the caveat that maybe these decks are actually good, worth your time and attention. And I am not a competitive player, so I have no way of knowing this in advance, because I'm not smart. I'm just not smart enough to figure this out. I'm just not. And that'll be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. If you'd like to support me further, you can check out my Ko-fi in the video description, where you can make a one-time donation or a monthly pledge. Or you can become a YouTube channel member. I would like to thank my Ko-fi donators in the form of Dingus, Saldish Boy Zero, Jimmy, Zinnia, Yannick, Sile, Mark Lu, Fortuner16, the Abisakta Guru, Old Price, and Exorcist. And I would like to thank my YouTube channel members Sternay, Crimson Reaper 5, Troy Bolton, Genius Welby, Sealer Lush, Deathbleed, and I forgot someone. Wrong Efficiency. How could I forget Wrong Efficiency, dude? I'm the worst content creator out there. Anyway, thank you once again for watching this video. More videos coming soon once I have a real internet connection. I'm still using mobile data for the time being, which is why these videos are so few and far between. Thank you for the support though. Take care everyone. I'll see you all next time.